Scrapyard, the place where machines go to be unalived. I know, it's sad, but what if I told you that they're not done yet and they're coming back with a vengeance? Hello everyone and welcome back to the Game Panda. Today we are playing some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, and today we got ourselves a brand new deck. It's not like a crazy super strong deck, but it's a decent deck nonetheless. Today we are playing as Bandit Keith with a scrap deck. That's right, we're playing scrap. It's actually really cool how to play this deck. I really enjoy it. I am making a change just real quick because I was testing something and I didn't like how it worked out. So we're going to keep it this way. So we are running 2 scrap beasts, 2 scrap chimeras, 2 scrap golems, a scrap goblin, 2 scrap sharks, and a scrap searcher. For our spell cards, we are running 2 MSTs, 3 scrap factories, 2 scrap yards, and 3 scrap storms. For our extra deck, we're running 1 Vermilion Dragon Mech, 2 scrap twin dragons, Cyber / Harpy Lady, 2 scrap dragons, 2 scrap archfiends, and 1 atomic scrap dragon. And I'm about to make another live change again. We're actually going to get rid of a scrap archfiend and add our 3rd scrap twin dragon. That's the deck that we're running. The ability we're running is Draw Sense MST because I don't really have any other good skills for Bandit Keith. So we're going to go ahead and hit save and call it done there. Now, the World Championships are going on right now. Quick little tip for you guys. If you guys are playing when this video comes out and the World Championship is still going, I would play Gunkin because I've been playing Gunkin and I've destroyed Dragonic Contract and the whatchamacallit Zexal Power 4C thingamajiggy because those are everywhere and Gunkin's doing pretty good against them. So let's go ahead in bronze rank 5 here. Let's go ahead and get ourselves right into a duel. Alright guys, we got ourselves an opponent here. We got TJ Nomad. Alright, he's playing as a Yami Yugi. Alright. Let's see. So if we're going first, which isn't great. He's playing Power of Dark. Okay. So I'm assuming just a basic spellcaster deck here, nothing too fancy. So here's the great thing about Scrap Shark. We go ahead and normal summon him, we activate Scrap Factory, and then he just destroys himself. We can then activate Scrap Factory. We can go ahead and activate Scrap Shark as well. And we can now start to manage our graveyard right here. So we're going to go ahead and send Scrap Beast to the graveyard. And then we're going to special summon Scrap Golem. Scrap Golem then has the ability to bring back the Scrap Beast. Scrap Beast can then come back to our side of the field. We're going to normal summon him. And then we're going to go ahead and special summon a Scrap Twin Dragon. And just like that, we have our ace monster out on the field. Just like that. Boom. Turn 1 ace monster out there. Damn! And now we just end our turn because we have nothing else. But this whole deck is all about managing your graveyard and keeping things in your graveyard. So if you are playing against Necro Valley, Necro Valley hard counters this deck, 100%. Because everything is based off of this graveyard. We want to keep tuners in there. And we want to make sure that we have the right tuners in there. We can't just putting things willy-nilly in there. We have to keep it very secured. It's a tight security over here. So I'm very tempted to just grab an MST real quick. But let's just go ahead and do a draw. That's fine. We can go ahead and activate Scrap Yard. Let's bring in Goblin because he's our only other tuner here. Then we can go ahead and normal summon Scrap Beast. We can then activate the effect of Scrap Twin Dragons. So that way we can go ahead and destroy our Scrap Beast. We can then get rid of their 2 spell cards or trap cards or whatever they may be. That way we can activate Scrap Factory. Now that I'm thinking about it, let's also activate Scrap Beast. That way we can bring Shark back to our hand. That way we can go with his ability again. We're going to special summon another Golem. That way we get ourselves another Twin Dragon here. So we can go ahead and use Scrap Beast onto our field. Then we go ahead and special summon a Scrap Twin Dragon. Twin Dragon can then come out, and now we got 2 of them bad boys. Absolutely insane. Absolute insanity here.
What a magnificent pair of bananas. Oh, great heavens!
Then, you know what we can do? We're going to just win this turn, actually. We're going to go ahead and destroy Scrap Factory, and then we can send these 2 back to our opponent's hand. Perfect. We can then activate Scrap Factory again. That way they get more attack points again, and we go straight into the battle phase, and we win our second turn. There we go. Just like that, we cleared 4 cards off of our opponent's field. This deck is great for disruption. It has strong ace monsters with 3,000 plus attack points, if you have Scrap Factory out there, obviously. And then you can win fairly easily. You guys saw there, we got out our 2 ace monsters very quickly, fairly consistently as well, using Golem and Beast. And then let's say Beast is in your graveyard, you can't get Golem, you have a Chimera just in case, and you can bring out Scrap Dragon. I'm very tempted to do another duel because that was very quick. It was only 3 turns. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a second duel going. Alrighty, we found our opponent here. We got G.
It's time to
G. And he's playing as a Yami Yugi as well. Okay, so we're going first again. Yikes. It's not great. Ooey, this is not a good starting hand by any stretch of the imagination. We're going to go ahead and activate Scrapyard here. We're going to grab Beast because we need to send him to the graveyard. We're going to go ahead and set our MST. We're going to go ahead and activate normal summon Scrap Beast, I guess. Activate Scrap Factory, and then we see what happens. Because Chimera doesn't really work unless we have stuff in our graveyard. So, yeah, we kind of need to have him not be there. So that is the one complaint I do have about this deck, is that cards are considered dead cards until we get cards in our graveyard. So Chimera can't really do anything unless it's in our hand, because we don't want to special summon him, because otherwise his effect doesn't activate, because his effect only activates when he's normal summoned. So Chimera is a dead card unless he gets into your hand. Then Shark is also a dead card because we need Factory on the field. If we don't have Factory on the field, it like basically loses everything and anything. As soon as something gets activated, it's done. It's over. Let's go ahead and activate this MST because I don't want to be dealing with Power of the Guardians at all. Nobody likes that card. He's going to go ahead and attack, deal 1,000 damage. Perfect. That's what we're looking for. And now, what do we get here? We get ourselves a Scrapyard. Okay, we can go ahead and activate Scrapyard. We're going to go ahead and bring a Beast into our hand. Then we can go ahead and normal summon Chimera. Chimera then activates its effect, so that way we bring in Beast. You guys saw Twin Scrap Dragon before, and now you guys get to see the original, which is really cool. So let's go ahead and bring in that thing, and do this, and do that. And now we special summon him. We're not going to activate his effect quite yet, because we don't have anything to replace. He can go ahead and destroy 1 card on your field, and 1 card on your opponent's field. So it's really nice to have that. Usually I get rid of Scrap Factory because I have 3 copies of that, right? So if I have another copy in my hand, destroy Scrap Factory, destroy something on their field, replay a Scrap Factory from my hand, and then attack. It's a really nice card to have. Gateway to Chaos. Gateway to Chaos. Oh no.
Killing me, Smalls!
What kind of deck is this guy playing though? He had Magician of Black Chaos. Then he's playing Guy. Okay. I'm kind of confused, but it's okay. Perfectly fine. We can go ahead and normal summon or activate our effect here. Then I guess we just have to normal summon Beast. Then, ooh, nope, we're not going to do that. That's too much work. We're not going to do that. We're going to go ahead and do that, and then we're going to go ahead and do that. And then depending on what he does next turn, if he sends Beast to the graveyard, then we can go ahead and activate Scrap Factory, bring in a Golem, bring in Twin Scrap Dragon, or we can go ahead and just normal summon or tribute summon our Scrap Golem for our Scrap Beast, and then bring back the same Scrap Beast, and then go ahead and get Twin Scrap Dragon. So no matter what, we're getting Twin Scrap Dragon next turn, and we're gonna win. Eventually. Okay, our opponent finally does something. He goes and activates Monster Reborn, bringing back his Magician of Black Chaos. Okay, that's pretty good, I guess. I guess that's something we're okay with. Go ahead and attack my Scrap Beast. Why not? I'm gonna take 1,000 damage. That's perfectly fine by me. And then he gives up. He didn't even let me do the scrappy stuff. My scrappy stuff. I wanted to do the scrappy stuff. Alright, well, okay. I guess he just wanted to deal the 1,000 and leave. It's cool, I guess. But alright, that's how you guys play the deck. You guys got to see Twin Scrap Dragon, and you guys also got to see the original Scrap Dragon. Unfortunately, you guys didn't get to see Atomic Scrap Dragon because that thing is almost impossible to normal summon or special summon, because you need Golem out there, you need a Searcher out there, and you need Beast. So you have that combination, then you can get Atomic Scrap Dragon out there, but usually you just want to focus on Twin Scrap Dragon and then maybe the original. But let's go ahead and show you guys how to actually get these cards. Scrap Beast, Box Chips, and Warriors Unite. I wouldn't really use Box Chips for this, just focus on Warriors Unite. If you're opening up Warriors Unite to begin with, maybe you're trying to work on a 6 Samurai deck, or you're doing something else, you know, go ahead. Or maybe you're doing desk bots. Desk bots are pretty cool as well. Whatever you may be trying to get, you'll get some of these cards either way. You'll get some scrap cards and you can build yourself a deck from there. Scrap Chimera comes from Power of Bravery. If you're building a Morphtronic deck, maybe you'll get some of those. Don't use box chips. I don't recommend it. Box chips you really only want to use for staple cards or for a really strong deck. I wouldn't consider this one of the really strong decks. It is a good deck, don't get me wrong. You're able to get your ace monster out there very quickly and all sorts of things like that, but it's not something that you want to be spending box chips on. Scrap Golem comes from Power Bravery and Warriors Unite. Scrap Goblin comes from Warriors Unite. Shark comes from Power of Bravery and Warriors Unite. Searcher comes from Power Bravery and Warriors Unite. And then MST, you guys know, comes from Anatomic Theory. Scrap Factory, you guys can guess, comes from Warriors Unite. Scrap Yard comes from Arena of Sanctuary. So if you're trying to get Karma Cut or something like that, you might have gotten one. And then Scrap Storm comes from Power of Bravery. For our extra deck, we have Vermilion Dragon Mech, comes from Blazing Rose. This I would be okay with using box chips, just because this is a really good synchro monster. Yes, synchros have kind of fallen off as of late, you know, Xyz have been really good lately with Utopia and stuff, but it's still a good regular synchro monster that can fit into almost any deck, and I would be willing to use box chips on that. Scrap Twin Dragon comes from Warriors Unite. Cyber / Harpy Lady comes from Sign of Harpies, the one with her face on it. Then we have Scrap Dragon. Scrap Dragon comes from Valhalla Calling, okay? So if you are building a Nordic deck, or maybe even a Fortune Lady deck, a UA deck, something like that, a Watt deck maybe even, there's quite a few decks that you can build out of this. So if you go ahead and open up Valhalla Calling, there's a good chance that you might get Scrap Dragon. Scrap Archfiend, you guys get from Cybernetic Rebellion, so, you know, if you got yourself a Cyber Dragon deck, you might have that card. And then Power of Bravery for Atomic Scrap Dragon. But that's the deck, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe, turn on those post notifications, and let me know down in the comments below, how has the World Championship been going for you guys? I don't know if it'll still be going by the time I post this video, but let me know how you did if it's already over, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.